Very popular blogger by the name of ZIPWITTHEDRIP.
I heard. So it looks like 50 Cent has.
I don't know why y'all got the what's the name beat playing.
I'm not with it.
All right, now he posted that clip, and then he also posted, and I got to make sure I got to see like what's true and what's not true.
Call us squatters.
Yeah, he called you guys squatters and said you guys owe $250,000. So is that true?
I don't know nothing about no. I don't know nothing about that.
Okay, that's a good answer. He don't know nothing about that. That's Jim Jones' facility. Why would Mano know about the financial workings of the property? He's not. That's not his business. That's his man's spot. My man say he got a spot pull up. You not worried. You not asking who owns this? How much of this do you own? Do you own any money? You're not asking those types of questions. So that's a good answer.
So you guys have paid your rent.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. All right, now to put it in perspective, though, you said
What?
you weren't taking aim.
No, we not making our podcast not going. We don't talk about people. We take things that.
Y'all do talk about people on the podcast, bro. If you're gonna talk about them indirectly or directly, you're gonna have to talk about people in your podcast. You're not gonna be able to sustain with a podcast if you don't talk about people.
Analyze it.
And when y'all talking about the Diddy documentary, like whether you directly talking about him or indirectly talking about him, you're talking about 50 Cent.
It was a general conversation about do people have the actual right to make a documentary about you, and how would you feel if it was you? But I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, I'm not trying to walk nothing down. Like if it's smoke, it's smoke.
All right. Well, here is the full conversation of what you guys were talking about, because it was really just about legally. Can you?
Right. That's what it was.
And then you started talking about sex tapes, because somehow it always comes back to that. Here's what happened.
Yeah, if you want to pay, yeah, exactly.
I don't know that that's
funny.
comparable, because a sex tape.
You got to make sure your
you can't
lighting
just
is
put
correct.
that. Yeah, it doesn't feel like this is a big.
No, it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
the
like,
intention
listen,
was not to
if
come at him.
If you shooting and you saying they and these guys and you got a picture and I'm in the picture, I'm shooting back, and it's with whoever. It's with whoever, whenever, however.
We know.
Whatever.
We know.
Yeah.
All right.
It's with whoever, whenever, however, nigga, was. Since you so infatuated with saying that. What? Mano looking for action. I said that last night when 50 put that up and he was saying these guys. If you keep scrolling, he only got pictures of Jimmy up, really. You know what I'm saying? He had the picture of all four of them up. That's what Mano had to say today. 50 Cent had to say. Because 50 Cent, you know, that nigga don't be wasting no time with this shit, man. That nigga's like. So 50 Cent posted this with the start spreading the news. He said, I didn't have this on my list of things to do, but if you insist, I'll make time. I'm working on buying a space where you film and 50% of your podcast. You know I don't cap. You know I don't cap. Imagine that. That's like you can't do that. Yo, chill out. Because what if he buy the building? What if he buy the building and say, Uncle Murder, yeah, yo, y'all niggas go in there, turn that shit into a boxing gym or something. Yeah, you'll go in there and turn it into a boxing gym for the kids in Hunts Point. Yeah, what if he do that? He turn your podcast space into a boxing joint, change the locks on the joint. Boy, 50% of this, y'all gotta film it somewhere else. 50% is creative control. That's majority ownership, basically. You own 50% of a nigga podcast, who owns the other 50%? Yeah. You 3 niggas? Or you 4 niggas own the other 50%? Y'all is minority owners. That's like 12 and a half, 12, or some shit like that. 25, 25, 25, 20. How that shit go? 50%. 4 ways. Like 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, right? And he got 50? Imagine 50 owning 50% of your shit. And he don't like you. You going on the shelf. Yeah. Nigga hitting you with copyright strikes and all that. When you put a podcast out, nigga hit you with the copyright strike. Oh, yo, Mano, what you going? I'm saying like, what you gonna do? He said he gonna buy the spot. Y'all niggas just gonna wait and see if he buy the spot? You can't be sitting on your lapels like that. Yeah, you can't be sitting on your lapels like that. And I'm saying you gotta do something. You gotta move fast. Y'all niggas gotta buy that. Y'all gotta buy Fab. They say Fab had 25 million. Fab, you gotta buy the spot before 50 get it. And get that 50. Y'all gotta buy that up before 50 get it, bro. What y'all doing? Y'all want all of this smoke? How I'm saying y'all niggas prepare for that? Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. If I had as much notoriety as Mano and all of that, fuck that. If 50 Cent was dissing me, I'd diss that nigga back too. Yeah, if he was dissing me, I'd diss him back too. What shit? Who you think you is, nigga, right? So I ain't mad Mano saying he with the action, you heard? But I feel like, me personally, if I was Mano, see, you know what happened? Niggas was talking that Max B-ish a month ago. Yeah, last month, 2 months ago, I can't go to the Max B party. Or my love for you is your beef is mine. You know what I'm saying? Eye for eye. We in this together, so yo, beef is mine type ish podcast they had. Y'all remember that episode? I still was watching it. I don't watch it no more, but I still was watching it. They had the eye for eye episode. You know what I'm saying? So now, I feel like 50 was more so shooting at Jim Jones. Me personally, you heard? I feel like 50 was more so shooting at Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? Even though everybody there had their opinion on the Diddy document. I don't know why is everybody defending Diddy like they didn't see Diddy put hands and feet on that little dainty thing. Yeah, why niggas is acting like that? Like they ain't hear the testimony about the mayonnaise on the chest and all of that. I don't understand how people is defending this nigga. It is what it is. You got a situation like that. I'm not gonna defend you. I mean, you right. Nigga don't gotta put their boot on a nigga neck, but you not supposed to be defending no nigga like that neither. Cause the tapes ain't come out, and so now y'all niggas is it's seeming like niggas is scrambling like they don't want some tapes to come out. Like Son might still got the tapes and all that. Like he done hit niggas on that kiosk and told niggas, yo, you know I got some tapes, right? Yeah, you know we got copies of them tapes, right? I ain't saying them niggas specifically. I'm just saying mad niggas is coming out the woodworks defending Diddy. And I don't get it. Because this is over Diddy. All of this is happening over Diddy. So Mano is about to be beefing with 50 over Diddy. Come? Who would ever thought that? That Mano would be beefing with 50 over Diddy. Let me get ones in the chat if you thought that was on the list of things that was going to happen towards the end of the year this year. That Mano was going to be beefing with 50 over Diddy. You know what I mean? Now, we all know all year 50 been shooting at Jim Jones. We all know that. 50 been shooting at Jim Jones all year. Him and Cameron. Him and Cameron teamed up. They been shooting at Jimmy ever since 50 said he played chess with Jimmy. Jimmy let him play chess with him. He didn't make a boss move at the time. I'm saying he was making a move that he felt like could propel his situation. He didn't realize that another nigga was playing chess with him. Another nigga didn't care about his situation being propelled or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. And so when the two bosses from the situation get together years later and they talking about it, they get to laugh at the minions. The niggas that was used as pawns, they get to laugh at that. Oh, yeah, yo, man, that was funny, man. Know what I'm saying? And Jimmy ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, 50 been shooting. And so Mano ain't really get involved with none of that. But like he said, once you say these guys and them niggas owe money, what you mean them niggas owe money? This ain't my spot. What you shooting at me for? But where I'm from, and most of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, most of these guys that we talking about, they from places worse than where I'm from, right? And in these places, if you in the car with the nigga that gotta get hemmed up, we is not gonna not hem that car up because you in it. Yeah, who you think you is? Ron O'Neal? Yeah, we gonna hem that car up whether you in it or not. It would behoove you. I think that's the word of the day, behoove. I think it would behoove you to get out of not be in the car with that nigga, holler at that nigga in traffic on the spin by, yo, cause niggas is on his hiney. But if that's your man 50 grand and you don't mind, you know, ducking when he gotta duck, if you don't mind doing you with the synchronized ducking, yeah, synchronized ducking, that's what y'all niggas is gonna be doing. Synchronized ducking. Have at it. Yeah.
Talk to
Yeah,
him.
let's get to that.
To quote Zip with the drip, let's get to that.
Queens, you get zip for the drip. Oh, let's get to that.